Hey everyone, it's Nurse Dani, and I have Bonny with me today, yoga extraordinaire instructor, and she's here to teach me a few things because I exercise a lot, but I do not do yoga, and so I want to learn more about it. I want everyone else to learn more about it, and she is the best one to tell us about it. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am 45. Almost 46.
This is why we should all do yoga, people, so we can look like her at 45.
You're so sweet. But I just have always loved fitness in general. And 15 years ago or so, I started doing yoga and just instantly fell in love with it. I have 4 kids, busy life. It's just really a nice way to just be able to be mindful of yourself for a few moments, not worry about everything else going on around you, and just kind of meditate while you move. That's some of the reasons I love it.
So there's mental and emotional benefits, not just physical.
There really are. Yeah.
So, like I said, I exercise all the time, but I have a hard time wanting to branch out and do yoga because I feel like if I'm not totally sweaty and breathing hard at the end, then I didn't exercise. So what are some of the benefits of doing yoga? Because I'm being totally open-minded today, and I know that you're going to talk me into wanting to do this more.
So awesome. I have the same problem, honestly, too. It's kind of like a cardio addiction, right? Mm-hmm. We like to sweat. We like to be breathing heavy. We like to know you've burned some calories. Mm-hmm. And so I teach a pretty good power class. So if that's something that you like, definitely look for a power vinyasa class. They'll be doing a lot of push-ups, a lot of
strength training, and that's
where
it's coming from.
A lot of warriors, a lot of leg stuff, and we'll be doing some of that today. So I actually do leave, yoga feeling like I've got a little bit of a cardio workout, but I also leave feeling, after you do like a long run or something, you're just feeling really wiped out, really tired. Yeah. So if I balance it right, my yoga classes, I leave feeling like tighter, like I've worked out, but also more energized. So not like tighter with my muscles. So you're definitely looser with your muscles, but you're also feeling just more put together. So,
tell everyone about the 95-year-old woman you met, because that alone was motivation enough for me to start doing it.
Okay, so a few weeks ago, I was taking our little golden doodle. We have a little golden doodle named Charlie to the vet, and I have stickers on my car that say Bonny Yoga, certified yoga teacher or whatever. And this old lady walked into the vet and she goes, "Who here does yoga?" And she looked around and I was like, "I do." I didn't know if I was going to get in trouble.
Is that a good or a bad thing for her?
I do yoga. And she goes, "Okay, I am 95 years old and I've been doing yoga for 50 years. And she said, I don't have arthritis. I don't have any real health concerns."
Making me more aware of my posture.
She was walking just nice, not walking all hunched over. And she just had this fun energy about her. And I just loved her. It was a fun little moment. So, yeah.
Well, I want to be like you and I want to be like her.
Me too.
So,
I want to be like her.
Teach us a few things today. Go grab your yoga pants. Go along with us today because she's going to give us a free demonstration. One of my problems is I'm not flexible. Do you have to be flexible to do yoga?
Oh my gosh, absolutely not. That's honestly,
I'm scared.
It's like a pet peeve question of mine. So it kind of reminds me of when people are afraid to go to the gym because they're overweight. They say, "I can't go to the gym. I'm too overweight."
The whole point is it's going to help with that, right?
So that's not going to help you at all if you just stay home, right? So if you're not flexible and you just keep never stretching, never trying new things, you're just going to you're going to keep losing what you have. You'll just keep
digressing.
Getting less and less flexible. So for sure you can do yoga if you're not flexible. I would recommend a live class for that because a teacher can kind of help guide you through a few things that are going to help you feel the benefits of the posture more. By using props or bending your knees or different things.
Okay, so they can watch, you're going to have to watch me today and tell me what modifications I have to make. So for a busy mom, how can yoga benefit her in addition to the things we've just talked about?
Okay, so as we know for moms in particular, it's just 24/7, right? Mm-hmm. Especially when you've got littles. They're up in the night. You don't get you can't ever punch out. You've just always got stuff coming at you. So to be able to give yourself that hour on your mat, find some childcare, just be able to give yourself that hour to breathe, relax, and just connect with yourself. It's huge.
Some people think that that's selfish to take time out for themselves, but really you need it, and you've got to charge your batteries so you have something to give to everyone else.
Yeah, those people I respectfully disagree.
Me too.
It's not selfish at all. And taking an hour or so for yourself really benefits your whole family.
So. And what about pregnant moms? Can yoga benefit a pregnant woman?
Yeah, I actually, with my last pregnancy, I was able to do yoga until I was about 7 or 8 months pregnant. And then it got to be where I was, not enjoying it as much. But you can do yoga throughout your whole pregnancy, obviously. You want to talk to your doctor. And I would say, if you've never done yoga when you're 7, 8 months pregnant, isn't the time to start.
Not the time to start, right.
But if you have a regular practice, they also have really awesome prenatal classes where I've peeked in at a few of those, and they've got blankets and bolsters and sandbags over your eyes and stuff. So it's really pampering.
I think some of that stretching and that exercising and strength training is going to help women overall with the discomforts that they feel at pregnancy.
Yeah.
We had a specific question come in. Rachel Storm said, I'm 33 weeks pregnant and have SPD, or symphysis pubis dysfunction. So normally the pelvis does separate just a little bit in order to help the baby fit through, but sometimes it separates more than it should, and it can create a lot of pain and discomfort and just makes women feel like it's unstable, So she says, a lot of the prenatal yoga is hard for me because my hips hurt or I can't stand on one leg. Are there poses or routines I can do to help stay strong and flexible for labor and delivery that won't kill my hips?
Yeah, I can see. Good question. The prenatal classes I've gone into, they're like this a lot on the floor. So the sequence that we're doing today, Rachel, I think will be really nice for her. We've got a lot of warriors.
Not a lot of one-legged
There's one leg poses. Thing. So
okay. Watch out, I may fall.
We both may fall. But
okay.
Yeah, just pay attention to our standing postures today. And I think that that will be a really nice practice. But obviously, what I really wanted to address with this question is, always in yoga, you want to be very intuitive about how things are feeling to you. If the instructor is telling you to do something and it's hurting, do not do it.
Check your form, make sure that that's all good.
And especially even more so when you're pregnant. You want to just be very mindful of, I'm feeling a lot of pressure on my back knee in this pose. Well, bring it in a little or bend it a little, really modify so that things will feel, so you'll feel better when you leave class than you did when you started.
Worse, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole point. You want to feel better.
Such a goal.
Yeah, great tip. So along the way, if you guys have any questions for Jen, post them below in the comments and we may be able to answer a few of them live at the end. But let's get started.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's have like a yoga class right here.
Okay, so I'd actually like to start seated. Okay. So if we can just sit in this easy pose. Now, 3 things you want to keep in mind with yoga are breath, bandhas, and dristi. Okay, so some foreign words today maybe for people that are new at yoga. This is easy pose, and we're just going to work first of all on our bandhas. So bandhas, the way it was described to me, it's like, so picture your circulatory system, how the blood is flowing through your body, and then you've got valves that kind of stop and regulate the flow of the blood going through your body. That's what bandhas kind of do with your energy. So we've got energy flowing through your body. We want to kind of regulate that a little bit in yoga. So by engaging your bandhas, you'll be regulating your energy a little bit. Sound exciting?
Yeah.
So let's engage our Uddiyana Bandha first by just gently lifting our lower belly and drawing that belly button back toward the spine. Okay, so just a simple lift, engaging there. Engaging Mula Bandha, lifting your pelvic floor like a Kegel exercise. Okay, so we're just working, holding that in. So ideally you hold that through the whole practice with those 2 bandhas. There's other ones, but just doing those 2 will really deepen your practice. And I notice that especially in like arm balances and headstands and handstands, which we won't do today, but if you're ever trying to get into those, just remember, engage that core. And
that's really good too, especially like when we're talking like pre and post delivery to do Kegels and all of that. Yes. That's really important.
And real good benefit for moms.
Yeah, if you're sitting here doing that the entire time you're doing yoga, you'll be good.
So engage those bandhas.
Yeah.
Dristi is just where you're looking at in the practice. So I'll try to cue that today, usually looking up at your hand or looking down at your foot. Enables you to deepen the pose as well. And I really noticed that when I was trying to do a big arm balance called Bakasana or crane, I would just fall on my head every time. And then a teacher said, look in front of you. And I was able to hold the balance. So your gaze, your focal point in life matters, and it does in yoga as well. So breath, bandhas, dristi. Let's go over a breath here. So we'll take just a few moments here and engage your bandhas. Sit up nice and tall.
And normally we'd be listening to music, right? Or just not so everyone can hear us today. Explain the importance of music before we get going.
In a traditional Ashtanga class, which is what I was trained in, they actually don't have music on usually. But I like a little bit of music in yoga because it just kind of softens any other sounds that you might hear throughout the class. And just gives you a little bit of, background noise to
Like
focus on if
grunting.
you
Do
want
people
to.
grunt?
Kind of. So it just kind of softens the tone of the class a little bit. But yeah, let's begin with our breath. So place your hands on your knees, engage those bandhas, draw your belly button in, pelvic floor lifts, and we'll try an Ujjayi breath here. So we'll keep our eyes open for this first few moments. So draw the air in through your nose, and then as you exhale, do so like you're trying to fog up a mirror. So you're exhaling with an open mouth. So inhale through your nose, exhale, open mouth. Did you do it? That was good. Okay, let's try that one more time together. Ready? Inhale through your nose. Exhale. Can you feel your body kind of relaxing, even just with those first two breaths? Mm-hmm. All right, this time, partway through that exhale, we'll close our mouth. That sensation of swirling air will come out through our nose and kind of make us sound like Darth Vader a little bit. All right? So inhale through your nose. Exhale, open mouth. Close your mouth. Try that again. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, open mouth. Close your mouth. All right, just try the closed mouth now. So in through your nose, out through your nose. In through your nose, out through your nose. Let's add some movement. You can open your eyes or keep them closed if you like. Inhale, your shoulder blades up. Exhale, round them down your back. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, down your back. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Engage those bandhas again so you've got your breath, bandhas and your drishti. Let's roll forward and now take child's pose. So just roll forward, really flare your fingers out, walk your knees back. And we'll bring our sits bones down to our heels, keeping our arms stretched out. Now, sometimes people's heads won't reach here. And so we'll just grab a block and bring it under your head. You'd like your head to be able to rest. It looks like yours rests comfortably, forehead down. And again, try to breathe right here. So inhaling, exhale. Keep that breath going. Child's pose is one that you'll come to in class if what the teacher is doing doesn't agree with you, or if you just need a little bit of a break. Come here for a breath or two. One more breath. And then we'll look forward to our hands and inhale, coming up to a tabletop position. So we'd like our shoulders over our wrists here, and I'd like you to look down at your hands and just really press your fingers into the mat. Sometimes people get wrist problems when they first start with yoga, and just engaging through each finger can kind of help that. All right, inhale. We'll just kind of dip our belly down, bring your shoulder blades together, and slightly lift your gaze, like just up in front of your mat. And exhale, round through your back, tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin. Do that 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale, rounding, tucking, just warming up the spine. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Look down at your hands, and we'll take our feet back. So just take your left foot back, then your right foot. You'll find yourself in plank. So we really want our shoulders over our wrists here. That looks really good, Dani. All right. From here, just lift your hips back into our first down dog. Okay. So some teachers just like you to kind of hold that down dog really static. Feet are about hip distance apart. So you can kind of walk up so that you're placed on your mat. There you go. Hands are about shoulder width apart. And we just kind of lift our hips and work our heels down toward the mat. And again, you can pedal feet out if you like. We're looking back through our knees. Our drishti is back through our knees, or maybe up at your belly button. And here we try to engage with our breath again. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And inhale. Let's look forward to our hands and just slowly step our feet up to our hands. Toe pads are generally touching heels slightly apart. Take a little forward fold. So you can bend your knees if you like. If your hands don't quite reach, we can also bend your knees.
Need one of those.
Or grab a block. Perfect. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Just a little bit deeper. And again, a bend in your knees, bringing your chest down toward those thighs and then working from there to straighten is another way. You just want to be getting that sensation in the back of your hamstrings, not so much in your lower back. Looks really good. Let's move that block to the side. Press into all four corners of your feet and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time, head coming up very last. We'll take mountain pose now for a few breaths. So bring your palms forward, and again, toes gently touching, heels slightly apart. Inhale and exhale. Engage your bandhas. Inhale. Exhale. Let's take a few vinyasas. All right, inhale, arms up. Lengthen, reach up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slightly lift your gaze or flat back. So we'd press our hands maybe into our shins, looking up. Good. Exhale, plant your hands, shoulder distance apart, step back to plank. Okay, Chaturanga is a big one. So we might go with our knees down. Let's actually go all the way to the floor for this first one. So elbows in, core tight, lower all the way down to the floor. Good. And then inhale up to a baby cobra. So elbows are in and we're just lifting our ribs up. Good. Inhale, press those toes down into the mat, and exhale back to a child's pose. So far, so good?
So far, so good.
Okay, you're doing awesome.
It feels really good.
Good. Take a breath here. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, look up at your hands. Let's roll forward, coming back to the plank position. People sometimes wonder where their hands and feet should be in plank or in down dog. So you start with plank and really flare those fingers out. Good. And then just lift your hips from your plank into your downward dog. Good. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Look forward to your hands. And we'll just take a big giant step up to our hands. Good. Bring your other foot up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand. And exhale, hands to our sides. Okay, let's take one more. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back to plank. Lower down, core tight, elbows in, lower halfway down. Elbows in, nice. Inhale, up dog. That's straight arms, tops of your feet pressing in, maybe knees lift. That hurt my lower back for many years, so you can leave your knees down or lift them. And exhale, tuck your toes, lift to downward dog. So those movements together, those 2 or 3 breaths, is Surya Namaskara A or Sun Salutation A. And that's kind of the yoga warm-up. So we'll just take one more of those. Warming our body up. You can pedal your feet out. Good. Inhale. Look up at those hands. Take a giant step up. Some people like to even hop up. Exhale, fold. That's okay if you're not reaching. Inhale, stand. And exhale, hands to our sides. We'll actually take Surya Namaskara B, so it's just slightly different. We'll go with a bent knee, sweeping our hands down to the mat and above your head. And exhale, straighten and fold. Inhale, flat back, look up. Exhale, plant your hands, plank. Maybe knees come down, lower to Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, just briefly here. Inhale, look up at your hands. We'll bring our right foot up between our hands. Set your left heel down, warrior one. Inhale, good. Exhale, plant your hands around your foot, plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward to your hands. Bring your left foot up. Set your right heel down. Good, come on up. Good job, warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Okay, taking a few breaths here and we'll get going with our practice. Sometimes people in down dog this early in class, their arms are kind of shaky. So they could just come down to their knees and bring their arms out in front of them. This is puppy pose. And it's just a nice shoulder opener.
That does feel good.
Yeah. Slightly different from child's pose, just a little more intense on the shoulders. Okay, let's come back to our down dogs now. So find that plank position, lift your hips. Inhale, look up at your hands. Let's travel our feet up to our hands. You can do that giant step or just walk your feet up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, really bend your knees. Sweep your hands down to the mat and above your head. And we'll hold this chair pose for a few breaths. So bring your knees together. Slide the weight into your heels so that you can see your big toes. Nice, very good. Inhale, really engage those bandhas, lifting through your core. And we'll take a little twist. Let's bring our left elbow to the outside of our right knee. Okay, hands to prayer position. Good. Inhale, exhale, twist, looking up over the right shoulder. That's perfect. Should have gone the other way first, huh? Inhale, exhale, back to the neutral position now. Arms forward. We'll take the other side. Inhale, exhale, right elbow to the outside of left knee, pressing in, looking up over that left shoulder. Inhale, exhale, back to the forward position, and then let's straighten our legs, bring our hands to heart center, and take a breath. Inhale, and exhale. Okay, let's bring our right foot to the center of the mat and bring your left foot. So you might want to come right up to the top. That mat's a little short for you. Right foot up to the center, left foot back behind. So we've got a heel to arch alignment here. That's for beginners. More advanced will go heel to heel, but let's stick with heel to arch today. And we'll just take a giant step back with that left foot. Okay, straightening our front leg. We're stacking shoulders over hips, arms stretched out. Coming into triangle pose. So inhale and exhale. Reach forward with that right hand, reaching. When we can't comfortably reach anymore, we bring our right hand down to our shin or our block. Lift your left arm up to the ceiling. And see if you can look at that left hand. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Deepening the pose on your exhales. One more breath here. Inhale, set that block to the side slowly. Come on up. Bringing hands to heart center, we'll be coming into tree pose from here. So let's take a nice bend in that right knee. And with a big giant step, bring that left foot up to your ankle, your shin, or maybe your upper thigh. Okay? Just avoiding the knee area.
Avoiding the knee.
Avoiding the knee, yep.
So up or above or below?
Yep, above or below. Okay. And we're just balancing through the right, so we're working to straighten that right leg, working to lift our chest. You can maybe even grow your tree by bringing your arms up above your head. Good. One more balance pose. Today, let's just bring our hands back to heart center. Nice, slow movements. Keeping our core really tight. Look at something that's not moving. We'll slowly lift that left foot off of our thigh and then just bring it back behind us for warrior three. So flexing through that left leg, leaning over. Take a breath. Inhale. And exhales. Bend that right knee a little more and we'll just set that left foot down on the mat back behind us. Good. So place your heel on the mat. Our foot's at about a 45-degree angle here. And let's come up into warrior one. Arms up. Nice good bend in our knee. We like our knee over our ankle. And we're working to make our thigh parallel with the mat. But if we're up here, that's okay. We're just working this direction, rising through our upper body, rooting through our lower body. Hips and shoulders forward, pressing back through that back leg. Inhale. And exhale, open up to warrior two. So our shoulders stack over our hips in warrior two. We look over our right fingertips. Usually we have to lift our back arm a little more than we think. Usually people are kind of like this. So lift that back arm, engage your bandhas. Inhale. Exhale. Let's flip that right palm up to the ceiling. Slide that left hand down your left leg and just reverse, looking up at the right fingertips. Feeling a nice stretch. Inhale. And exhale, side angle, bringing our right forearm down to our right thigh, lifting your left arm by your ear. Inhale. And exhale, possibly deepening the pose, bending that knee a little more, sliding that right hand down, maybe outside your right foot. And again, we're looking up at that left hand. Beautiful, very nice. Engage your bandhas, breathe. And inhale, come on up. Let's bring that right foot parallel to the mat. Lift through your chest, inhale. And exhale, right hand comes down in front of your face, left arm lifts up. Good, take a few breaths here. Using your arms to twist around a little more, looking up at your left hand.
I'm impressed with that. I cannot do that very well.
And you can always grab your block in there. I think you're doing great. Yep, perfect use of block. All right, one more breath, twist a little deeper. Maybe take your block on the next level, see how that feels. And then we'll come back around, bring your hands to your waist, press into your feet, slowly lift up. Just taking a nice pose here, bringing your heels in, sinking your hips down, lifting your arms up. So holding temple pose for just a moment. Inhale. And then exhale. We'll bring our hands to our thighs and then just dip your right shoulder down, look over your left. So just kind of getting a little lower back twist here. Come back to that neutral position and dip your left shoulder down, look up over your right. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly come up. Bring that right foot forward. And we'll step to the top of our mat. We'll take that sequence on the other side. So you'll be facing opposite from me, but you've got it, okay? So find that nice heel to arch alignment. Left foot forward, right foot behind. Take a big giant step back. Straight legs. Inhale. Exhale, reach forward with that left hand, reaching. And then come on down when you're done reaching. Grab your shin, your block. Some people go to the floor. Good. Look up at your right hand. Inhale. Exhale. Twisting your heart up to that side wall. Good. One more breath here. The way we deepen the pose is going deeper down toward the floor and twisting your heart up a little bit more. Engage through your core. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands to heart center. Slowly come up and bend that left knee. Getting ready to do that big giant step up to tree pose. So kind of picture how that's going to look. And then lean into it. Lift that right foot, ankle, shin, or upper thigh. In tree pose, this foot is pressing into the leg and the leg is pressing back into the foot. So you're kind of locked in there. We're working to straighten that standing leg, working to really lift through the chest. And if you like, you can bring your arms up above your head. You're balancing. Awesome.
I do lots of this stuff.
Good.
It's not like yoga. These are incorporated into a lot of exercises actually because they are strength training.
Totally.
So some of them are familiar.
If the cameras were to zoom in on our feet, they'd see that we're really working hard right now, huh?
Yes, yeah, wobbling a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, bring those hands back to heart center. We'll transition to warrior three. So go ahead and lift your right knee up off that left leg and then lean in, flexing through that right leg, making your upper body like a table. Keys to balance poses are core, 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 and looking at something that's not moving.
You have to get a fixed point.
For sure. Inhale and exhale. Slowly bring that right leg back down to the mat, about at a 45-degree angle. Good. Into warrior one. Arms are up, hips and shoulders are forward. We're pressing that pinky edge of our back foot down. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe deepening by bending that knee a little more, rising through your upper body. Very nice. Inhale. Exhale. Open up to warrior two, looking out over that left hand. Good. Are you at your deepest point or can you bend that knee? Fantastic. Core is in tight. Inhale. Exhale. Flip that palm. Bring your right arm down your right leg and lift that left arm up. Feel that stretch from your fingertips down to your thigh. Inhale. And exhale into side angle. So our left forearm will come down on our left thigh. Right arm will reach by our ear.
Like this?
Perfect. So even turn up a little more. Good. And if you can, we're looking at those fingertips. You got your balance? Okay, very good. Taking a breath here. And inhale. Slowly come up. And we'll bring our hands to heart center. Bring both feet forward. Taking that nice star pose. I think it will mess up the camera. You're doing great.
Like
okay,
this?
nope, straighten your legs. Straight. Inhale and exhale. Let's bring our left hand down in front of our face. Lift your right arm up. Good. Inhale. Exhale, twist, looking up. With that right hand. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Good. Now we'll come into a nice malasana. So slight bend in your knees, engage your core. Inhale, slowly come up. Good. Let's heel toe those feet in just a little bit. So our toes are still pointed out, our heels are in. Hands to heart center again. I'm behind you. I'm going to move even if I go off camera. Inhale. And then exhale, coming down to a nice squat. So my legs are a little far apart, so I'm going to just bring them in a little bit until you're feeling that nice squat. Now we don't want to really round here. We want our chest to be lifted and hands to heart center. And some people have a problem with this one, balancing here, so they can always just bring a block back behind them and sit on a block. Take a breath here. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Come to a standing position. And we'll just come to the top of our mats. Samastiti. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale.
My heart's beating.
Okay, good. Mine too.
I'm feeling it.
Try talking the whole time.
I'm impressed with that.
All right, we're going to come down to a seated position now for some really nice stretches. So we'll come back to that table pose. This is thread the needle. So we really want to make sure that our left shoulder is over our left wrist. Yours looks perfect. Inhale your right arm up toward the ceiling. Look at that if it's okay with your neck. And exhale. We'll bring that right arm down, flipping so that your palm is up, setting that whole right shoulder on the mat, right cheek to the mat. Okay, so you're just getting a gentle shoulder opener, all right? Some people like to bring their left hand out in front of them. Some people like to bring that left arm up and find like a pocket between their thigh and their ribs. Just get that gentle shoulder opener going there. Good. Let's place that left hand down right in front of your face. Inhale, come on up. And we'll take it on the other side. So right shoulder over right wrist. Inhale, lift your left arm up. And exhale. Make sure your palm is up, and we'll set that whole left shoulder down on the mat, left cheek on the mat. And then do what you like with your right arm out in front of you. Maybe you like the support by your face, or maybe you like it lifted and around your back. Okay, good. Make sure, if you're not feeling it, you can also kind of slide your hips back and forth or side to side a little bit until you're feeling that little bit of shoulder opener. Inhale, let's bring our right hand back in front of our face and come on out. And we'll come down to our backs. Okay, perfect. Come on down. We'll just take a nice final twist. So I'm just trying to think of the way we want to do this. Yeah, go ahead and lay down. All right. Just bringing your knees into your chest, hugging them in really tight.
Should go to the side.
That's what I was like debating. We'll give both models. Okay, bring your arms out to a T now after you've given those legs a good squeeze, and we'll just drop both knees over to the right and look to the left.
This is what I do a lot because I have lower back problems. So this feels so good.
Good. Yeah, these stretches are, I call them money. They're just the best. Inhale, bring those knees back in. And exhale, drop them over to the left and look to the right. You can also kind of rest that left hand on that top knee just to deepen the stretch a little bit. Okay, taking a moment, coming back to your backs, let your lower back settle in. Give them a nice squeeze. And then let's come into a reclining pigeon here. So going to bring my right shin just above my left knee, okay? And reach through that gap behind your left knee. It's either way, so okay, so you're just reaching through and then gently pulling that knee in toward your chest, getting a nice little hip opener. Some people reach behind the knee, others onto the shin. It's just personal preference from what I can tell. Breathe. Then let's transition that to the other side. So opposite way, my left shin is going above my right knee, reaching through for the grab. I really like these reclining poses because you can go at your own level. Sometimes when you're on the floor isn't very forgiving, but your arms, you can give as much or as little pressure as you'd like. Okay, let's release that pose and bring your feet down to the mat and separate them to about the mat's edge. Okay, so you can be at that angle if you'd like and just have them not right together, so a little bit separate. Bring your arms down by your sides, palms will be up. That kind of rolls your shoulder blades underneath you. And then just gently drop your knees to one side and then the other. They call it like a little windshield wiper twist.
Makes sense.
And that's just a really nice lower back. Whenever people say they have lower back stuff, I'm like, oh, try this one.
Yes. I do this
and you
one all
can
the time
deepen
too.
it by bringing your arms up above your head. And this also gets our lower back just kind of settled in. We'll be taking a 1 or 2 minute Savasana. You don't ever want to end yoga without taking some sort of Savasana. So ideally you do 5 minutes per 30 minutes of practice, but we're going to cheat a little bit today. So palms up. Then when you're ready, just take one heel down at a time till we've got straight legs. And then just let your mind and your body relax and release into the mat. A lot of people's minds like to go crazy during this time, like, how long is she going to do this for? I have a zillion things to do. Just let it go. And if you need to think about something, I like to think about things I'm grateful for, like make a gratitude list.
This is a good mental part of the exercise.
Yes. They say it solidifies your practice. If you can really nail Savasana, you get a lot of benefits.
My body even is just like, thank you. I feel so good.
I love it when people say that. Okay, so we'll just spend the next moment in silence. Return to your normal breath. Coming out very slowly, we'll activate our fingers and our toes. Then do a nice long stretch. Reach your arms up above your head. You won't crash into me, no big deal. Point your toes. And then roll to your side in the fetal position. Just whichever way you want. And then pressing up back into our seated position. And we'll just end class where we started it. My hair's always a mess at this point.
That means it was a good workout.
For sure. Nice easy pose, hands to heart center. I like to end class by just taking 3 closing breaths. So just take a nice inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. A little more air in. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Dani, thanks so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you so much, Jen.
That was
the high five. Awesome.
Okay.
You've converted me.
Awesome. Yay.
You really have. I want to do it more often and incorporate it into my routine.
Really, everyone can benefit from it. So
it is great. I'm going to keep that 95-year-old lady and you in my mind every day to remind me that I should do it. It looks like we got a question while we were exercising.
We'll see if I have an answer.
Let's see what it says. We have a couple. All right, this one is from Beatrice. She says, are there specific yoga practices that help burn belly fat?
You know, I would love to know the answer to that. I think just overall in general, yoga, and especially the core moves. So if you're doing a really core heavy class, we didn't do too much core today.
Yeah, just a few planks here and there.
Just a few planks. But yeah, if you're interested, the Pilates and yoga.
What is the difference between Pilates and yoga?
From what I know, it's just more core. And so you're doing more things like, so when you're in plank, you're doing things like lifting your knee here, over here. So you've got a lot of core going on in those. So yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So you got to build the muscle. And then it's always good to incorporate all types of exercise, right? That's what I'm lacking. I'm really good at strength training. I'm really good at cardio. I am lacking on yoga and flexibility and all of that. So it's good to do all of them.
Just run the gamut, right? Go do the ninja courses, whatever.
Yeah. Lauren says, is this the Lauren you know? Maybe. Are there yoga-specific classes for kids?
There are.
I like that question.
There are, yeah. Some schools are really incorporating it into their PE programs. And I know my sister-in-law was telling me about just mindfulness. Teachers will just have their kids do a little bit of meditation, like every hour on the hour, just a few breathing exercises and different things.
I wonder if their classroom management is better because everyone has a chance to just...
I would guess so. I mean, you noticed it just after those first few beginning breaths. I always am like, oh, okay, here we go.
People should not underestimate the power of breathing.
It's true.
It is true. People say just take a couple of deep breaths, and some people are like, whatever.
Yeah.
But no, try it.
Yeah.
It's good.
For real. Quote of the day.
Yes, exactly. Well, how can people find out more about you? Do you have an Instagram or a Facebook page?
Yeah, I've got a website, Instagram. I'm Jen Bonny Yoga. 2 Y's, so Bonny Yoga. Yeah, I'd love to.
And do you teach? You have your own private practice as well. Where's that
I'm
located?
not good at promoting myself, am I? Okay, so I teach at Payson Total Fitness. It's down in Payson. I teach Monday mornings at 8 a.m. for the summer and Wednesday mornings at 6. I was there this morning. Then I also do my own little thing. I rent a studio space at Lifehouse Dance Studio in Salem. And I do that summers at 7:30 in the morning. And I'm also, if you check my website, I'm offering a few free come to the park summer yoga in the summer. So
fun.
On June 30th, I'm doing 7 a.m. Just meet at the park, donation based, whatever. Just come if you don't have any donation to donate. So
awesome. And in an outside setting.
Outdoor. It's a whole new experience.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really
incredible.
Fun. Yeah. So
thank you so much for spending time with us today. I appreciate it. I'm going to have a better day because I spent the morning with you doing yoga.
Good times.
Thank you so much. And of course, if you guys have questions for me, you know where to find me on Facebook. Thanks so much for joining us and have a great day.